it's Carolyn and Michelle, aka LA Triathlete and Fuel My Run, and we're going off course.
Hello. Do we look the same as last time?
Yeah.
It's part 2. This one's going to be wild, crazy action.
Crazy.
So, okay, influencing moment. So you're doing something for, it's for Zwift.
Okay, yeah. So I can talk about it now because they've like launched it. But basically, like the Zwift cog, which is really cool, guys. Okay, it is really
What's
cool.
a cog?
So it's like virtual shifting. So instead of having a cassette, which is like what the chain changes on, instead of having that on a trainer, you put the cog on, and then it's virtual shifting. So it's quieter, and it's I can put both my bikes on my trainer now because there's Shimano and then there's SRAM, which are just like different ways to like set up your shifting. And so both my bikes, I know so much. Both bikes are different though. And so my trainer was only set up for SRAM, which is just my TT bike. So I could never ride my road bike on my trainer. And now I can. Okay, so they sent me this cog.
You're speaking like French to me right now, but I love it. The people know. The people know. So you got your cog.
So they sent the wrong one. I literally was having a mental breakdown. I had to take the cassette off. I can do that, guys. I can do that on my own. But I didn't have the lock ring. So I had to get the lock ring tool from someone. And I took the cassette off. And then I'm like, what the fuck? Couldn't get the cog on. My mechanic had to do a house call and get the what the fuck? The free hub body off? Cause then Zwift's like, yeah, you can't use that free hub body. You need the one that came with the trainer. And I was like, oh, I should have that. Why would I get rid of that? Could not find it. So then Garmin had to like overnight a free hub body. So now all I got to do is put the free hub body on the trainer and then the cog on, which should be in like.
I'm joking. If
you Google it, no. If you Google it, it should be easy. Like it's like you just slide it into place, and the cog is easy to put.
It's
on
like
too.
Must be 7 years or older to do it.
Literally, but it's like for the free hub body, that's the one I'm worried about. It's like you just put it on, and then you like screw the little end cap back in. It's like should be easy, and I'm like, I know me, and I know I'm gonna fuck it up, and I leave tomorrow, and I am not gonna have time to film at all, and I have to get this reel filmed for them, and I'm so stressed, and they're like not even that stressed, but I'm stressed. So anyway,
you're holding the stress. You're tracking the UPS.
Yes. So now I'm
FedEx
tracking. I've got the cog, the trainer's here, and then I've literally need this free hub body, and it's like I can see my delivery.
See the driver?
Yeah, and this motherfucker hasn't moved. Like he won't.
Maybe they're eating in and out.
Maybe because he's just sitting. Like he's been in the same spot for like
him?
30 minutes, and then it says delivery between 12:30 and 4:30, and it's only 1:30. But like, I'm going for a ride too, and I'm like, there's too much to do. Literally, what if I just go find the truck on the road?
That is a whole nother level of stalking.
And I'm like, give me my fucking package.
Give me my cog.
He'd probably be like, sure, psycho. Anyway,
I don't know what would happen in that
either.
scenario. If you do it, if you pull
I'll
up,
let you know.
let us know. Follow
up. So anyway, fun stuff.
My God. Okay, let me read this. So we did a segment on Instagram called What the Helly Would You Do? Mm-hmm. So this is a new segment coming to Going Off Course where you drop a question or scenario related to running, triathlon, or life, and we discuss what we think is the best play.
Love it. Ready.
And we wanted people to go crazy, but honestly, if you're feeling mild, we'll take it because that's what Carolyn prefers on her tongue.
Yeah, mild. Not even mild. Country.
Oh, yeah. Mild's too spicy. Yeah,
mild's too spicy. Country.
If you know, you
keep it country.
Also, I'm realizing when we do a text box of questions in Instagram, you can only type like 20 characters.
Oh no.
So we'll have to be like email us or DM us.
Yeah.
Wait, quick question though, before we jump into this. Bitch, you were flying in the air, dangling your feet.
Oh my God. That was scary.
At what cost? You don't do that stuff. I cannot believe you did it.
Yeah, that was scary. I went paragliding, posted a reel about it. The reel did not do, come on guys. I'm just kidding.
Come on.
Where's
Show
the
up.
support?
Going off course.
I was
this
like,
is for you.
I was like, I'm like, do it for the content, do it for the plot. And then I got like 10 likes. So I was like, okay. But I was like, no, this is cool, guys. But I actually just did it because it was like, I don't know. It's like not as scary to me as skydiving because you're not falling.
Because you're going slow.
Well, you shouldn't be falling and you're going slow. Yeah. So you basically, I went paragliding after the race, after my in and out. And I had a tummy full of in and out.
And a passion for life.
Got seasick up there. Like when I came down, I was like, ooh. But it was okay. But yeah, you just like, there's a guy obviously attached to me. I don't know how, people were asking me if I just went up by myself, and I'm like, yeah, I know how to paraglide.
Wait, was that your friend? Was that the guy you knew, or was
No,
it
he's an
a
instructor.
random? Oh my God.
He's
Did
just
we
like a
trust
random
him?
instructor
Does he
guy.
have a kid with
He
like
seemed-
water and he shared it with you?
He seemed cool. Like as soon as the vibes were really good, I was like, I trust him with my life, literally.
What if the vibes weren't good? Would you just not
I'd
do
be
it?
like, we're done here. No, he was nice, and like, so you like kind of literally like walk, and then it just like picks you up, and you're just like floating, and it's like the updraft from the sea cliffs. It's really hard to like die, I think, paragliding, because
Wait, do you jump off a cliff?
kinda, you kind of like walk slowly, and then it kind of like you kind of like float
That's
off the cliff.
crazy.
It was, and you're high up. Those sea cliffs in Torrey Pines are like 1,000 feet. And we
Dude.
just like went up and down the beach, saw Alicia Keys' house. She's in town. Her G-Wagon was parked in the driveway. And he asked me, like, when we first, I was so scared. I had my eyes closed for the first like 5 minutes. I was like, what is closing my eyes gonna do? And then he asked me if he's like, can I do like a couple like fun maneuvers? And I was like, can I say no? And he's like, of course.
Could he flip?
No, it would be like little like twists or like little roller coaster things, and I was like, I'm good, thank you for asking. No, but then by the end, he asked me to do this little roller coaster thing where he like went up and then dropped down.
That sounds debatably the scariest.
I was like, sure, and he did like a little baby one, and it was probably so small, and I was like, I'm okay, I'm good, thank you. He's probably like, this girl is a wussy. So anyway,
wait, so when you went to the ground, like, I'm picturing it when you skydive, and I've never skydived. I feel like we should do it for the pod. Just kidding. I know you won't. Maybe I will. I'm all in on doing something if someone is like equally as hyped. Like if someone's like, I'm like, oh, I kind of want to do that race. Like my friend Kim will be like, let's do it. I'm like, oh my God, I'm in.
You're like, let's
I just
go.
need someone to match it.
I get you.
But when you get to the ground, is it kind of like when like the parachute comes up when you're skydiving? And I'm just imagining this is what it's like. And it like, you go, shit, like you're slowly going down, and then you get close to the earth, and then you have to like, zing, 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 like do like a running finish.
Yeah, you kind of do that, which I was like most scared about landing, because I was like, if something's going to go wrong, it's going to be on the landing. But it was like that. You kind of have to like run. He's like, yeah, when you land, he's like, just like, I'll tell you to walk. And then for some reason we landed, I like wanted to like just sit on the ground. He's like, no, keep walking, keep walking. And I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, it was totally
you're
fine.
like, I'm recovering from a triathlon.
Yeah, it was like, sir, my legs hurt. But yeah, it was good. Probably, would I do it again? I would do it again for sure. But it was scary.
Would you?
It was just like hanging. I would.
Should we do like some activities when we're in person together, and we tell people to give us activities to do and we document it?
Yeah, as long as they're not scary. But yeah.
I mean, they can be like learn
Moderately
how to
scary.
tame like I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
a pottery class, I'm saying.
Yeah, I can handle
There's
that.
always potential to get injured,
That's
but
not
like
scary.
probably
Yeah.
lower in that scenario.
For sure. For sure.
Okay, pulling them up as you stare at your delivery.
It's getting
tracking.
further away.
Oh, can I show you my outfit real fast that I wore at the game yesterday?
Of course.
I was
I'd
like
be
really
offended
feeling
if you didn't.
myself. I'm trying to be like a cuter wag. It was like an all white
That's cute.
moment. I really like the flowy white business shirt, but like you tuck it
Yeah.
up a little bit and wear it with everything. I feel like it's giving adult. You know what I
It's
mean?
very cute. I feel like I want to like those big flowy shirts, but I'm too tall and they never look oversized on me, and then they just look weird and I don't know how to like tuck them. So, you know.
I just stole them from Dov. No, I know what you mean. I still don't know how to tuck them. So back to what the Helly would you do?
Yes.
Maybe we should have some music. What music would like go well with
I
that?
don't know.
Like dun 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 dun.
Something like that.
Okay.
Something like that.
All right. So we'll go back and forth with who starts. You start here. And I had to deal with this once. I'd be curious to hear what you're going to say. Scenario from Tiny Iron Girl. I wonder if she has high or low ferritin. You're about to poop your pants. The finish line is a mile away. Porta potty stop or poo?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That is
Yeah. Loaded for many
loaded.
reasons.
They really came through with these questions.
Uh-huh.
I would say, am I going to PR? If I'm not going to
Exactly
PR,
my thought.
yeah. If it's going to be a PR, I'll probably shit myself. If not, porta potty stop, because it's like, well, I'm not going to PR anyway, you know? That's
But like
that's my
what kind of
plan.
poop? You know what I mean? Is it explosive diarrhea? I'm sorry, Mom.
I don't know which
It
is
had to be
worse,
said.
because it's like, if it just comes out as like one big log,
A log
be-
is way better. What are you talking
that's
about?
true. It's contained. But like, at least if it's like liquidy, it's kind of just kind of like
No, that's liquid is
can't
way
feel
worse
it as much as a big log, you know.
I was doing a marathon once. Of course, Ventura. If you know my disdain for Ventura, then you know.
Yeah.
And I was having a bad race and I had to go to the bathroom at mile 20. And so I stopped. And then I kept on going and it was I don't even want to admit this. I think it was mile 25. And I stopped again to go to the bathroom.
Well, you know,
if it's a bad race,
yeah.
like if you're not going to PR, like
no, if you're not going to PR, I would
like,
stop. Yeah.
But if it's like I think it depends on the distance of the race too.
That's
like,
true.
Are you doing a sprint try?
Right.
It also depends on the liquid or formation of.
But you can't tell that before you do it. I guess sometimes you can.
You can't tell?
I guess you can. I don't know.
I guess on a run though, you never really know.
That's
Good
true.
point.
You never know. Sometimes it's just a fart. You know?
In which case, like, always risk it, you know?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
what if it's just a fart? Laurel Fimbel Belay. Is that French?
Sounds pretty French.
If I pronounce that wrong, that's my bad. What do you do with old running shoes? Let Napa eat them? Chuck them at power lines? Shrug emoji. She filled up the entire space of that form. Okay. So this is my go-to. I'm curious if you're the same. I will let my old shoes mile out, of course, get a new pair. I'll let those mile out, get a new pair. I'll let those mile out, get a new pair, maybe have a rotation, and then I'll have like 3 to 4 old pairs of running shoes just sitting in a closet.
Same. Yeah.
And then it gets to the point where I don't have enough space.
Yeah.
And it's a space problem.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so it's like I've let my hoarding go to a degree where it's like it can't go any further. So then I either donate them if they're wearable, but just like not the, I don't know. I wouldn't run in them. Like I would donate them, or if they're gnarly, I'll toss them.
I would say I'm the same as you. Jordan gets I think it was like yesterday. I don't know. I was in my closet. Our closet is tiny. It's a disaster. We have both have like a shoe. Jordan doesn't have that many shoes. We both have shoe racks, and mine is just like shoved full of shoes.
Stuffed.
And like there was like a
triple
Hoka, literally triple. I can't even find shoes in there. It's a disaster.
Same.
And so there was like a rogue like Hoka laying on the floor, and I was like, I don't even know what that shoe is. So I'm the same as you. It's like I'll get a new pair, keep the old one just in case. I'm like, what if it
Just in
rains?
case.
And then
what if you have to paint your house? You know?
And it like even when it rains, I never wear the old ones. I never wear them ever again. I'll wear them. Sometimes I'll rotate them to like, if they're not like super gross, like a walking shoe.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm the same as you. If they get like too bad, I just toss them. But if they're reasonable, then donate. Yeah.
I forgot about walking. I definitely agree with that because you don't want to run you don't want to walk with your active running shoes.
No, exactly. It's
at
a waste.
What cost to the
At
miles?
what cost?
Yeah. Or chuck them at a power line.
Or that.
Okay. That sounds kind of fun. We should do
I
that.
know it does.
Okay, this is for you because I very rarely I've never experienced this. Okay. Haley Davison. Haley Davison, which reminds me of, was that Haley?
No, it's different. No.
Oh my God, we have so many Haleys in the mix.
I know, we love Haleys.
Which, like, shout out to the last episode, Harley Davidson passing out in one. If you know, you know. Giant hairball floating in your pool lane. What's the move? That happens to you?
Yeah, the pools are like, if you're really looking around while you're swimming, pools are fucking gross. There's always like a
bandaid,
like band-aids like caught in like a tumbleweed of like hair. What I do is I will, if it depends on how low it is. So if it's like a deep pool and it's like at near the bottom of the pool, doesn't bother me. If it's floating at like my level, I will honestly, I'll just kind of like push it into the next lane. I'll just like like under the water, just kind of like force it into the next. That's my protocol. But I will say I guess the pool I go to is not too bad. I don't really notice it too much. But like if one gets like caught, oh my God, I remember when I was swimming when I was little, like just growing up swimming, and the pool that I swam at, it was inside, but so it's like you're not getting like leaves and shit, like really, but there's still be a lot of hairballs. But like they kind of generally sink to the bottom, and then we had like a deep end and a shallow end. And I remember sometimes our coach would have us do this thing where we'd like all go all the way down. I think it was like 14 feet, and then push off. I don't know why. It was like a drill.
And so you're gonna be like, he got you cleaning the hairballs. No, just like pick up a hairball,
putting us to work. But we'd like go down and push off, and then we'd all be doing it. There'd be like, 50 kids doing this, and we'd be like churning up that underwater, and like the hairballs would like come up, and I was like, I hated doing those because then the hairballs would like come up to the surface. It was disgusting. So
I wonder what makes a hairball sink or float.
That is such a good question. If we have any physicists, please weigh in.
Yeah. PhDs in history, you're allowed to talk about it too.
Yes.
Interesting. Also, you feel like people don't really wear Band-Aids that much anymore until you go in a pool. And then,
literally.
Like, where are all the... I'm sorry.
I wish I knew.
The Band-Aid community.
Sometimes I'll like have one on, like my ankle, if, like from shoes
just
or something.
Like to look cool, like Nelly or something.
Yeah, I just like... I'm like, guys, I'm injured. Don't ask me. Yeah. But like you forget it's on, and then it, also off. Sometimes what's really like, especially in outdoor pools, like sometimes they'll be like dead, like spiders. And like that's, even though they're dead, I'm still like freaked out. Also, spider story, total side note. I meant to tell you.
You texted me this. You're like, spider story. I'm like, oh God, are you okay? Did you recover?
So as you may know, guys, I am terrified of spiders. Don't know why. I mean, that's a normal fear.
Conditioned. We were conditioned to this.
Nature versus
Wait, I have
nurture.
a snake story too. Continue.
Oh God, I actually have a snake story too. So Jordan,
shut up.
He was like, he doesn't get it. He gets like annoyed that I'm scared by them, and I'm like, I don't know why. So anyway, there was one in our bedroom, literally like 3 nights ago, and it was like where the ceiling meets the wall. Like the top corner,
the ceiling meets the wall.
The like whatever.
Yes.
And so it was like tucked in there, and I was like that. It was a pretty big spider, and I was like, oh God, like what am I gonna do? Because if I ask Jordan to take care of it, he's gonna be like, it ain't bothering anyone. I'm like, do I get the vacuum, suck that bitch up? But then I felt bad about killing it, so I was like, Jordan, this is like right before bed, and he's like, what? And I'm like, there's a spider, and then he's like, does a spider empathy? I was like, it's bothering me, Jordan. It's bothering me, and I'm your wife, so you need to get your fucking. But anyway,
we made an oath.
I was like, yeah, we literally made an oath. Like we literally took vows. And so I was like, you can save it. Like, you don't have to kill it. I was like, just get like a piece of paper and a cup. But I was like, I need you to like take care of this. And so I'm standing like on the other side of the room, just like tense, watching this whole thing. And he like starts like, trying to coax it down with the paper. And then like, of course it starts running. And I'm like, oh my God. And then he
why do all guys do that?
I don't know. It was like,
I'm just like,
sprinting.
Shake it up. Like, don't do it so slowly. Like,
that was so slow. And then he gets it on the paper, but it's kind of like crawling around. And he's like, trying to like keep it on the paper, but juggling above the bed. And I was like, this is gonna be the end of my life. So finally he traps it in the cup. He got it. And he puts the paper on top. And then this motherfucker comes over to me with the spider in the cup. Not like super. I mean, in my head it was like he was putting it in my face, but he wasn't. But he was like, look at it. And I was like, no. And I was like laughing and crying at the same time. Like I was literally sobbing. I was crying so hard. I was like, please just take it outside. I was like, I know, I see it. Just take it outside. And he's like, no, look at it. And then I like look at it, and it's like doing fucking laps around the cup like full speed. And then it's like crawling up the cup. I'm like, Jordan, it's gonna get out. And he's like, just look at it. And I'm like, I'm gonna kill everybody. And he's literally standing there for like 30 minutes, just like, look at the spider. And so he finally takes it outside. Literally doing laps. He takes it outside, releases it, but then he comes back in. I'm still in the bedroom crying, and he has the paper still in the cup, and he pretends like the spider's still in the cup, and then he like pretends to like throw the spider at me, and I was like, I am suing. A
you
divorce.
Should look at your heart rate from your
I should look at my heart rate. Oh my God.
It's like peak 200.
I will look at it, actually. I don't remember what night it was. I texted you. I'm going to look. I'll get back. But then he was making fun of me because I was like literally crying. And I was like, I mean, kind of embarrassing. Also, my snake story real quick. Literally yesterday, I was riding up Chantry Flats, which is like a little mountain road. It was hot as balls. But I had my drone. I was like getting content with my little drone thing. And it's loud. It's like, and it was following me. And I heard something in like right off the side of the road, and I thought it was like a bird. I was like, what was that sound? It was a fucking rattlesnake reacting to, I think because it heard the drone, and it was like
the drone woke it up.
Yeah, it was like psst.
Yeah, it's like, is this a friend? Tom?
Yeah. It's like literally gonna come and eat my drone. But that was my snake story. But I've never heard one,
dude,
before.
No, rattlesnakes are a
IRL
thing in California.
Yeah,
scary
for real.
too. Like I've been on a few hikes and trail runs where, of course, it's like the narcissist rattlesnakes wwhere it's like in the middle, posting up right in the middle of the trail.
Like
just
you own this trail.
Shaking its fucking tail feather. Yeah. Okay, we get it.
Twerking
like you're full of yourself.
Yeah.
Come on. Go with all
off.
the others. The introverts in the bushes.
No, literally.
But like
this one was an
introvert.
introvert.
Wait for it to leave. This one is an introvert.
Yeah, she was like
a social introvert though, because
yeah,
they thought the friend was coming by.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I don't know what kind of snake it was because I'm not a physicist, but I was running by with Napa, which is kind of scary
on this
scary. Bike path. It's snake season apparently, snake season, and I was like about to go on this bridge, and again another narcissist. There's this like pole that kind of divides it. So it's like you have the right side and the left side. You go over the bridge. And Napa's scared of going on bridges.
Oh.
You wouldn't expect that from her.
That is interesting.
Right?
Yeah. Did not get that vibe.
She's scared of heights. I'm like, bitch, it's 5 feet.
Yeah.
And we're going on it. And she always like goes to the side. But I noticed as we're running, because I wasn't really paying attention. My bad. People don't come at me. I look down. It's a snake. And
that's what
basically I had to pull Napa because she wanted to go to the side of the snake, and I haven't done snake training with her, and it was a big one, but no.
Yeah, Napa would probably just be like, "Oh, it's a toy." No,
exactly. Yeah, it looks like a toy.
It does look like a toy.
That's and then a girl came back down on a bike, and I'm like, "Be careful of the snake." She goes, "Oh, I've seen so many," and I'm like, "What do you mean? I'm like 2 miles from home."
In Canada,
there's so many.
What kind of snakes?
Yeah, apparently there's snakes here. You should look it up.
That's so.
I should have looked it up. I think it was a red feather.
Yeah, red-backed feather. Yeah,
red feathered backed
jumbo. Yeah.
Tron. Yeah. Anyways, so on to the next. Advice of running on hot days. Heat index of 110 Fahrenheit here. ... Question mark.
Oh my
by
God.
MC Kaufma.
Okay. Well,
McKaufma.
I mean, if it's going to be that hot here, I just have to run in the morning. That's like my biggest advice. And it's different because here it's not humid, so the mornings aren't bad. I feel like, and it gets like way, way, way colder at night. And then like granted, like East Coast, Midwest, it's like, 95 during the day. And then it gets up to like 85 at night. So I guess it doesn't help too much. But I think that if you can get out early enough before the sun comes up.
The sun, yeah.
That makes a huge difference. I would say if you have to run when it's sunny, just find like a shady, like a bike trail or something that's really shaded. Bring lots of water. Bring your vest, even if it's a short run. Don't let these bitches make fun of you.
Yeah,
Stay
this
hydrated.
is a vest-friendly podcast.
Yeah, this is a
We've
vest
talked about
friendly.
that, except for on a road bike. But I'll do it. And I wonder. I'm like pretty sure he's in the States because he said Fahrenheit. But I'm curious where exactly he's talking about. Like if it's Arizona, you have to do it in the morning because the sun is too hot. The UV index is like a 10.
Literally. So do you know it can go higher than 10? I didn't know that. I don't know. Like we were in, I think
is it not on a scale of 1 to 10?
I thought it was. And then someone's like, the UV index is a 12. And I was like, the fuck?
Like
we're
broke the
on
index?
The sun. Yeah.
Never been seen before? Were you on the equator? Is that a stupid question?
You know what? It might have been when I was in Africa, which, yes, I was on the equator. So that makes sense. Crazy though. I'm like, what's the max?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Never heard of that before. Yeah, I agree with you with like running before the sun comes out as early as you can. If you have to run in the heat of the day, honestly, that when I have no other time to run, it's like the afternoon, I need to get out. If it's like a shorter run, maybe I'll brave the outdoors. Like make sure you drink enough electrolytes afterwards.
Yes.
Make sure you wear sunscreen, of course. But if you have the option for a treadmill and it's like that's the only chunk of time you have, just jump on the treadmill.
Yeah, treadmill.
You don't want to kill yourself.
Not worth it. Agreed.
Because he just like wipes you too,
It does. It does.
Wait, funny. This is like a very similar. These people should hang out. Triathlon Duo says, have to pee during a race, but no porta potty. Pants are in a bush. I'm surprised they didn't. Well, I guess there's limited space, but there's always the hold it option.
Yeah, I'd say if you really had to go, pants. I mean, the tri kits are designed to be wet. You swim in them, The thing is like, as I said, I can't work out and pee at the same time. So if you need to like pretend you're stretching, pull over, pretend you're stretching a quad and then just pee on yourself. Like
guys are so lucky to be able to just stand and pee so effortlessly.
You can just
it's like, they don't get it.
These cyclists
you have to like squat all the way down.
Literally. And these guys I ride with, you're wearing bibs. like cycling bibs, which come up over your shoulders. And so if I have to pee, I have to take my whole jersey off. I have to like undress them like naked. Guys can just pull their wiener out from over top of the bottom of the bibs and just pee. They'll just be peeing. Like you look over and one of your friends is just like, oh, Wes is peeing just right in front of
effortlessly.
Effortlessly.
Do we come up with bibs where you can like, I guess it wouldn't be a bib at this point. Yeah, like a little like hole thing.
There's something called drop back bibs. So they are like kind of, you can't even tell.
Like chaps.
They're like folded in a way and you literally can just like pull them down over your ass.
Yeah.
And then
like chaps.
Yeah.
I don't know what chaps are, but I think that's like similar.
It's like chaps, except for like your ass isn't chaps all the time. So
love that.
Yeah.
So you can pee. So yeah, consider those. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my God. Everyone's peeing. So
my God,
you know,
guys,
I'm just gonna read this one too because it's from
queens.
I think it's from your friend Nicole. Mm-hmm. I think it's Nicole. NMF005.
Yeah, my girl. That's my girl.
Mid ride. This is her abbreviating because there's limited space. Yeah. Mid ride. Gotta pee bad. Next chance. 40 minutes away. You stop and Rando rolls up and just stands there. What would we do? What the Helly would you do?
Eye contact. Assert dominance.
Yeah,
that's a good
Flex
question.
Your colors.
Yeah,
like a peacock.
Yeah, just like try to intimidate him. That's awkward. I'm assuming she means like you've already gotten off the bike and you've like found a spot, but then there's someone like right there.
Yeah, maybe.
I would honestly just be like, just keep peeing, or just like I said, make eye contact, make them feel uncomfortable, so that they leave, or just yell, "I'm peeing."
On the way back from Boston, I remember I had to pee because I'd been hydrating from the race. We drove right after the race, whatever. And I remember we pulled up at a rest stop. I'm sorry. It was a rest stop. And for some reason, the bathrooms were closed.
Yeah, that happens. I don't know why. What is that?
At what cost?
It's a rest stop. Do your job.
There's like all the trucks.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't care. I have to pee. So I found like a spot, started peeing, looked up. There's like 3 trucks facing me. And I'm just like,
well,
gotta finish.
Yeah.
And
got
then
a good
sprint
show.
the hell out of there. She's not, she has a bike. She can like pedal fast.
Yeah, that's true. Get away from the guy, drop his ass.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Consider chops.
Yeah.
Okay, this is funny because I feel like this is relatable. I really want to know if it's just me or if you guys see it. Do triathletes walk weird, especially at races? Which this is something I've always, every time I see a man, usually a boomer man, really buff, they have this trot. It's like
they do.
Zhink, zhink, zhink. I call it the Ironman trot.
Did he mean walk weird or run weird? Can't talk.
He said walk weird, but I feel like they probably
run
translate. Oh, they run weird for sure.
I noticed this. They do have such a run. So I've noticed it's really stiff. Like their upper bodies. And I think that's just like, and I'll see videos of myself walking and I'm like, oh my God, that's shocking.
Are you getting the Ironman walk?
I think I do. I think we're all just so tight from all the like working out and constant exhaustion. And I think literally I'm just like, we're all so tight. I think that's what it is.
We're all so everyone just needs to stretch a little bit more. But I feel like I see it more in men than women.
No, it's
do
true.
You
I think
see that correlation?
100%. 100%. I think in general, men are probably just like tighter. Like,
and
you
got to stretch, boys. Like, stretch it out.
Stretching is masculine. Guys.
Yeah, stretching's hot.
That is so funny.
Stretching is sexy.
What a funny question.
That is so funny.
And it's so accurate.
All right. Someone steals your socks in T2.
I know who this was. This happened at the race. Wait, what was his name again?
Oh, this is by Fonzo Garcia.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we're at mile like 5 on the run course. And obviously he's ahead of me, right? He's killing it. And I'm like running up and I see Fonzo. I see him walking and I'm like, oh my God, are you okay? And he was carrying his shoes and he said someone stole his socks in T2 or whatever. And so he couldn't wear his socks. So he's tried running with bare feet and then his blisters were so bad. So at the end of the race, he was literally like his feet were taped up, which is crazy because there's a lot of triathletes who don't wear socks at all.
Oh.
Which is crazy.
Do they have special shoes that like have like a sock
like
in them?
Cycling shoes don't. So like I guess a lot of triathletes do not wear socks on the bike, but they'll put socks on for the run. But some just don't wear socks at all. That's like a thing.
That's
and they
crazy.
think that I'm weird
Do
for
they
wearing
have
socks.
ironclad feet?
I
Their
guess.
feet must be fucked up.
Pamper my feet. My feet are always in a soft sock because I have cold feet. I always have slippers on. Yeah, probably just the iron deficiency. Yeah, if someone steals your socks, I mean, I'd probably do the same thing as him. I'd probably just be like, fuck it, I'm running without my socks on, and then I'll just see what happens. So hopefully if that ever happens, I don't have my, what was I going to say? I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Oh, hopefully I don't get blisters.
Can you imagine stealing someone's socks? The karma you have coming to
That's
you.
weird. I feel like that was like, that's got to be like an accident or something, right? Like,
I mean, we'd hope, you know.
I would never touch someone else's socks.
Know,
that's gross.
Yeah, I want to live in a world where no one's stealing my socks.
Right. I imagine it probably wasn't intentional. It was probably just an accident. They thought they were their socks and then grabbed them, but you never know these days.
How do you juggle training for Oh, I love this one. How do you juggle training for improvement and social workouts?
Ooh, okay. So for me, that's a good question. I'd say I'm like good about like not 50 fit. Like all my runs are solo, I think. I mean, I do my group run on. So my recovery runs are always usually social because I do the donut run. So like I'll do like a group run for recovery runs, and then all my other runs I just do by myself. My long run, my intervals, swimming I just do by myself. But then cycling is kind of the same thing. If I have like intervals or something like really structured, generally I'm on a trainer anyway, so I'm by myself. But even if I do it outside, I try to just do it alone. And then all my other rides, like my long rides, like my coach is nice and he gives me like more group rides than like individual rides. And so then I'll just do those with people. That's kind of how I do it.
I like that. I feel like with running, I'm like the same. If it's a workout where it's a speed workout, I'll do it alone.
Yeah.
But I prefer my long runs with other people.
Yeah.
And like when I used to do a running club, that's what really got me motivated to train for a marathon, was like knowing that I'm around other people.
Yeah.
And there were a few times where it's like maybe I had some speed during like anywhere from 13 to 20 miles, like in the middle. So I just like take off, do my own thing. And then like you kind of meet up with other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like tomorrow, so I said the fartlek run was supposed to be Saturday. So it's like 5 miles. It's like, I'm going to do it tomorrow.
What is the workout?
It's 50 minutes and then it has like 8 30-second pushes, I think, is the workout. And so I'm probably just going to do that during the donut run. So I'll still get my like social. But the problem is like when you're chatting with someone, you have to be like, oh, sorry, I got to go. And then just like, yeah.
It's hard too, though, when you're chatting like in the middle of a workout
like,
too, when it's like during the recovery, because it's like usually when you're in the recovery, you don't want to talk.
Yeah.
You know, you just want to like get your heart rate down.
That's why I always do speed alone. I'm like,
Totally. Yeah. No, I totally get that. I'm trying to think. Yeah, recovery runs, that's a way to do it. And then you just it's fun though, having the mix of like social and then also like training for yourself is so nice. And then like if you work with a coach, just making sure they know that you want to be social.
Exactly. Yeah, that's such a good point. That's crazy. Yeah, my old coach was like very into like zone 2 trainer, and it was just all like very, and a lot of triathletes are like that, like very by themselves. And I was like, that's not me, because all of my friends are cyclists. I'm like, like I need this is literally more for mental health. Like I don't actually, like I do care about triathlon, but like I don't care that much, you know?
Yeah, you gotta have a little bit of fun in the mix.
It's
and
not
I feel
fun.
like you're saying zone 2 workouts, like which, you know, could be like recovery or like easy runs. When you're running with other people, like running specifically, and I don't know how biking culture is around this. Maybe you can shed some light. But you're always running. If you're running in a group and like the group is all staying together, like maybe it's like a few people, you're always running at the pace that the slowest person is comfortable with. Yeah. You know what I mean? Obviously, if it's a big group, you can do your own thing and run different people. But if you're meeting up to like, if you and I are running
or something,
yeah, it's like we're not going to run at a pace. It's like, if I'm dying and you're feeling really good, you're going to run whatever pace I want because we decided to meet up. Or I just be like, go ahead. Yeah. So if you need to do zone 2 specifically, I feel like just make sure you're running with people that are cool with that pace.
Yeah. And like the donut run's so big, like you said, it kind of gets just like spread out. Everyone's kind of doing their own pace. So you have like really fast people pushing like 7:30, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to be able to talk and run 7:30, so I'm going to go to the back and hang out. So
that'd be really good practice though. Also, just side note, because we're talking about like in the last episode, we were talking about how you did your 10K and the last triathlon was at a 7-minute flat. I feel like you should do what I'm doing and try to make running in the 6s feel comfortable.
That is true. I was almost there.
If you have workouts like that.
No.
You know what I mean?
My threshold on my Garmin watch, I don't really like basically thresholds like.
My threshold went up today because I've been only doing easy runs.
Yeah,
what does
that's
yours
the
say
worst.
right now?
Okay, mine was 654. It
Bitch,
dropped
that's
so much.
fast.
Like
It
in
dropped?
the last year.
Oh wait,
it
dropped as fast.
like got
yeah.
So
Yeah.
last year, I think it doesn't. It's kind of annoying because you can like look up the last year, but only gives me like 5 pinpoints, and so instead of like I'm like I wish I could see it like every time I ran, but it it went from like it was like 7:30, and then it got like a little faster, and then I had a huge improvement to like 6:54.
I mean, you deserve it.
Thank you.
You've been
so
running
much.
at those paces. Like it makes sense.
I'm like that. So it just feels good because I think that I had such a long plateau in running again, because I was kind of inconsistent. And so it was like, that's how it goes though, too. It's like, I first started running, got fast because I was like running and like new at it, and then plateaued for a couple years, then got faster, then plateaued. And so I feel like now I'm kind of coming out of a really long plateau, and I'm like, let's hope this sticks. It'll probably, we'll see.
I love that we're both like in that coming out of a plateau.
It's so fun.
It's weird.
It is weird
meeting someone that's
We
like in
planned that so well.
similar.
Yeah.
Even though like I would love to hit the times that you have recently, or somewhere around there. Those
You
are,
will.
since we have similar goals. One day.
One day.
When my ham stops
When
hamming.
the ham stops hamming.
All right. One more. And it's a long one because this girl sent a photo because she's
Oh my God, shut up.
I know.
Queen.
Yeah, Queen. It is Emily, which is a Queen name.
Yeah.
Tragser.
Mhm. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tragser? Did I say that right?
Yeah, I don't know. I know who you're talking about. I don't know how
Oh.
to pronounce that.
By the way, this is random. I've noticed that like with AI, I'm getting dumber.
Same.
Do you feel like that?
Well, I don't use it very much.
You don't use that as much as I do.
I am using it more though. I didn't used to use it like at all. And then now I do find myself not for like work. I only really use it if I need to like rephrase something like social copy wise. I usually try to like write it to keep my brain fresh. But
literally that helps so much.
Yeah. So
I saw an article. It was like AI leads to cognitive decline. And I'm like,
Christ.
I don't know if we had a long enough time to study this, but I feel myself getting dumber, so I believe it. So I've decided I'm going to start doing adult spelling bees by myself.
I'll join you. I'm actually really good at spelling.
Okay, well, I'm really bad at spelling, and this doesn't help my bad spelling behavior.
Well, we'll work on it.
Because I rely on. Were you like the a spelling bee champ?
I did. I was in the spelling bee a couple of times. I don't know if I got like second.
In the real spelling bee?
Just like at our school, not like. And
See,
then I had
we had different strengths in school. That's for sure.
Yeah, mine was words for sure and memorizing.
I love grammar, and I was really good at writing, but I could not
obviously
spell anything.
Also, I went to. I literally just unlocked a memory.
Oh my God!
Like sometime in my 20s, like post college, a bar in Cincinnati held an adult spelling bee. Like a drunk like adult spelling bee, and I like fucking crushed it. I don't think I won.
Do you have
like,
footage from this?
No, I don't have I might have pictures actually. I should look at it.
I love adult nerd activities.
It was
like that is something
trivia.
I would do. I would do it, and I wouldn't be good at that one, but
yeah,
trivia,
it was
like sign us up.
Like trivia, I'm not good at trivia, and I fucking love going to trivia. We should go to
yeah, it's
we
so
should
fun.
fly
I would
over here.
I
Let's go to
always go.
trivia.
Every time I run by or walk by, let's be honest, in my old running shoes that are worn out, probably, I walk by a trivia night. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah,
I don't care. Honestly,
so fun.
we would just crush at the office trivia. We already know that.
I've been to an office. One of the questions was literally like, "What's the color of the sweater?"
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Give me the actual question. I want to know.
What color sweater is Phyllis wearing that Angela says is whorish? But like, there's two colors, and it was like, "What's the second one?" And I actually knew that answer, and everyone at trivia was like, "What the fuck is wrong with this girl?" And I was like, I quoted something.
Was it No. I know it wasn't.
I thought you said green was whorish. No, orange is whorish. It's crazy.
I
haven't
watched The Office in a long time, but I still,
fair.
those are questions that like I'm like really weird about. Like I would know a lot.
Like I think
Good. Okay.
when I was staying with Jonathan for the race, we watched The Office like while we were falling asleep. And it was like the episode with David Wallace where he's already like he's been fired or whatever, and he's like at his house, and Michael goes there
In the hot tub.
Yeah, in the hot tub, and he's talking about the suck it. At the end of the episode, he's playing with his son, and it's like, you take out, you suck it, and you suck it.
Suck it.
Suck it. And so I was singing it, and Jonathan's like, oh my God, like, how do you know this? And I was like, Jonathan, I don't think you fucking understand. How many times? I was like, don't even test me. I was like, you don't know the Suck It song? Like, you're not a true fan.
Yeah, you're not. His son on the drums. Also, I had a crush on David Wallace.
Same. Such a daddy. Yes.
Wait,
he's
zaddy
so hot.
for sure.
Such a zaddy.
What's he like in real life? Hopefully he's a good guy.
He looks like he'd be a good guy, but he also totally looks like a CFO. So now if I hear someone's a CFO.
He played his role so well.
So well. And I'm like, are all CFOs hot? Just because the only one I know is David Wallace.
David Wallace. And he's not even the CFO.
I'm so glad. I know, right? Wait, isn't he? Yeah, he's a CFO.
Wait, what's his real name?
Is the actor's name?
I'm sorry. What is David Wallace doing today?
I don't know what is his real name?
Wow. David Wallace is my celebrity crush.
I can't even think of his real name.
Okay, I got it. David Wallace is a fictional character played by Andy Buckley. Man, he's still hot. He aged well. Let's see Andy Buckley in his like 30s.
He gives CFO.
Wait, let's play a game real fast.
Let's do it.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Yes.
David Wallace.
Jim.
Who else?
Jim Halpert.
Jim Halpert, and
you have to make it hard, like someone else who's really good.
Yeah, so like kind of hot. There's someone else. Actually, we can think of someone.
I know.
I'm trying to think of like obscure third party characters.
What's the guy? Danny. That's a male model. Danny Cordray.
Oh, Danny. Yeah. Danny Cordray. Okay. Oh my God, that's so hard.
I'd say kill Danny Cordray because we just don't know him as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would probably
marry Jim.
Yeah, probably marry Jim.
That's
tough,
David
though.
Wallace.
But David Wallace is rich because he's a CFO. I mean, they go to his house in that way. Maybe
but
marry
Jim has
David
a good
Wallace.
personality. Jim started his own company.
Oh yeah, he'll be rich
in
That's
sports.
True. That's true.
Yeah, he has a lot of potential.
Yeah, I think you're right. Wow, what a great question.
I love that we got here. Okay, anyways, back to Emily's question.
Our queen.
Sorry, I hope you agree with us though. Okay, set the scene. This is me. This is going to be Emily. I'm going to talk in her voice.
Got it.
Or I'm just going to read it. I was on a bike ride with my boyfriend. No, I'm just kidding. I was on a bike ride with my boyfriend. And we don't usually ride together. No, I'm just kidding. Can you imagine? And he said my bibs that I've been wearing for months are completely see-through from behind.
Oh,
now I'm secondhand embarrassed for every random man that has ever been behind me on a group ride, seeing my ass crack. What the helly? I love how she's doing this. So my question for you guys is, A, would you want someone to tell you if this was you? And B, would you tell someone if you saw it? I mostly ride with all women, and I'm surprised none of them have said anything.
Wow. This is...
Wait, so
Emily?
I don't understand. Like, what part is see-through? Like,
the butt
when
crack.
you're riding. So when she's riding...
Yeah,
like,
she's bent over.
If you're not on video, it doesn't make sense. So you're bent over, and her ass crack is visible.
Yeah, through the bibs. This is... Emily,
Okay.
What a great scenario. Applause.
Yeah.
Yeah, clapping. It's hard to get a microphone in my hand. What a great scenario. Like, this one wins for the day, I think.
I have a really good image of it.
We talk about this a lot, actually, on group rides. Okay, so here's my thing. If it's a girl... Oh, there you go. You were frozen for a second. If it's a girl, I will tell you. Okay. And I'll tell you quietly. And then the thing is like, kind of sucks because then for the rest of the group ride, you're like, shit, my bibs are see-through. But you can go to the back of the group, whatever. And it's so much better to know. It's like not embarrassing. Like, it's not embarrassing to be, it's like embarrassing because you're thinking all these people have seen my ass crack. But like, let's be honest, they probably enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Especially if it's a girl, the guys are like, oh, this is nice. But for the
How
guys,
visible do you think it is though? Because when you're riding,
I've seen some. So
I'm going to Google this. I don't know how to
I
Google
had a pair,
it though.
brand new pair, and it was just like, brand new, literally had never worn them. They're black too, which is like typically not, but the way the fabric was like kind of stretched and the sun hit the crack just right. And this guy that I'm friend, this
UV
sweet
was
man,
a 12.
This guy, Deputy Dave, he's an ex-cop, but he's a lovely gentleman. He rides up next to me. We're like at the end of the ride, and he's like politely was like, just so you know, you might not want to wear those bibs again. And I was like, oh my God.
Really?
And I was like, what a nice
Deputy
way to tell
Dave.
me that. Deputy Dave.
Not like inappropriate or like
not
anything like that. Like very respectful.
And he told me
you're like, is that why you're behind me the entire time?
Yeah, I was like, excuse me. But also it was like, good that he told me. But then I think, so also I've noticed girls, we're just better at for ourselves, I think. Just telling each other these things. You don't notice it in another girl as much? Or what do you mean? So I think men will wear bibs. I made actually a reel about this a while ago and it fucking killed. It was so funny. But these dudes will wear these bibs for like 30 years. Like there will be threadbare. Like I will see
they're
their
like
asshole.
From Costco, Kirkland brand.
Yeah. And like I've been like, if it's a close guy friend, I'll be like, I can see your asshole. Like I'll just tell him. If it's a guy I don't know, just a random dude on Montrose whose whole ass is out and it's that threadbare, I just assume he knows and doesn't care. Because I'm like, there's no way you can't feel the sun, the UV index of 12 hitting your butthole. Maybe he likes it.
If anything, it's
getting that vitamin D on the butt.
Yeah, you need to wear sunscreen there at that point.
Yeah. Well, Emily, I'm glad it was your boyfriend that told you. Thank God for your boyfriend. That is interesting that none of the women had said anything. Maybe they just didn't notice. And sometimes you can't tell if the sun isn't hitting it right, like if it's cloudy. But like if the sun is shining on it, sometimes you do really can see it. So maybe
I would make a joke. Maybe, did you ever see my butt in these? My boyfriend showed me how much my ass crack was hanging out.
Yeah.
If that ever happens again, please tell me. Oh my God. Yeah. Like I had no idea. Because then it's like, okay, they know she wants to know.
Yeah.
You know?
And maybe they're like, oh, we didn't even notice. Or they were trying to sabotage you because you're faster than them.
And faster.
And they were like,
you have the QOM.
You've got the QOM.
They wanted to slow you down, anything.
Exactly. And they're like, we won't tell her bibs are see-through. I'm just kidding. That's not what happened. But that's such a good scenario. And it happens all the time. And it's happened to probably everyone who's ever ridden a bike ever. My friend, this guy that I'm friends with, who I would tell if he did, he has an ass tattoo, which I didn't know about. But he says sometimes people will tell him that they like his ass tattoo because like they can see it.
They can see it through the bib.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Which is crazy. I'm like,
she's like, what is it? I feel like when you get an ass tattoo, it's like for you and your partner to see only. You know, like why else get a butt tattoo?
I should. I've never actually seen his specifically, but if I do, I'll let you know.
Or lost a bet.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let me know. I'm curious on the ass tattoo. Do we get our 333 ass tattoo on the butt?
Oh my God, yes. Huge.
Wait, ass tattoo on the butt. Huge. Like the entire cheek.
An entire cheek, but like black ink, so it really comes through on the bibs.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Each three a different color, actually.
Love it.
Red, white, and blue.
Yeah. Red, white, and blue. Me on the 4th of July.
Perfect for the 4th of July, guys.
Yeah. This specific episode comes out on July 8th, which, guys, that is 3 days before my birthday. So just letting you know.
My
in case you guys want to wish me a happy birthday. I love birthdays. I'm so annoying.
Yeah, birthday's the best. I wish I could be there. I'm so sad. Like,
I know.
I don't know. Now that we've been talking literally every day for the past almost 6 months. I don't know.
Send you
like
my birthday graphic. Michelle got
I know. I got the invite. It's cute.
I made 2.
And on trend. You have 2?
Yeah, there's a bike ride too. There's like so some people got both graphics and I was like, sorry guys, guess you're spending the whole day with me. Because we go to Mount Wilson. That's like my birthday ride. And then I love it. It's so fun. And then I was like, but some of those same people are also having to come to the other thing. So
oh hell yeah. A full day of festivities.
It's like not even
look at your wedding.
And literally my wedding was days of festivities, but the birthday is actually on a Friday.
Oh my God.
Which is so like the actual celebrations is the next day. But yeah, that Friday, I'm like, someone put a meeting on my calendar today. And I was like, for that Friday. And I was like,
you can't do that.
I was like,
it's a
that's
birthday.
Disgusting. Please decline.
Working on your birthday at what cost?
I know. I don't have enough PTO, but I'm like, it's Friday. It's low key. So
yeah, true. You can always pull the birthday card too and just be like,
exactly. You know, leave me the fuck alone.
Go.
Just
leave me alone.
It's chill.
Anyway,
we'll
have a fun trip.
Thank you.
Tomorrow, I'll be texting ya.
Hell yeah. Thanks for listening,
Hang
guys.
in there, everybody. Hopefully but the next time we record, if my ham is still hamming, my hamstring, then I will be going to see a professional, but I think it will be good by then.
It'll be great. You'll be healed. Do a race. It'll heal itself. Yeah.
Rock on. Follow us on Instagram, goingoffcoursepod@gmail.com.
Rate us on Spotify.
Spotify ratings and comments would be legit as fuck.
Yeah, for sure.
And until next time.
See you
next Tuesday. Bye.